There you go.
One more time, I said.
Not for 500.
No,
I'm talking about this. Oh, this, like, no, you get buy land, it's develop a. You have any cell phones, please turn them off. City of Alpine, this is a special call for city council meeting. Today is Monday, May 22nd, 2017, 4 p.m. And notice was given with ample time about the meeting. And I'll go ahead and go to the agenda. So now I'll call it up. And invocation will be led by our city manager. There we go. My poor dad didn't come tonight.
Please bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us together today. Please bless our council and our mayor as they contemplate our city's business. Thank you for the residents who have taken time out of their busy schedule to attend with us this afternoon as well. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. I will never forget this flag of the allegiance to the United Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Thanks very much, sir. And City Secretary, we have a quorum.
Yes, the quorum has been determined and written notice was posted at 10 a.m. on May 18th, 2017.
Okay, very good, thank you. And we don't have any recognitions or proclamations today, correct? So we'll get with city managers, the manager report. How about that rain we had this weekend? Yes, we just need a little bit more, so let's keep it in our prayers, because you can tell what, it was killing my lawn. We have a real light agenda today. Also, since Councilman Stevens will not be eligible to vote because it's in his district, it's kind of conflict of interest, I will be voting, and I'm going to quote you the article. It's Article 3, Section 3.03. The mayor or the mayor pro tem, while presiding over the council in the absence of the mayor, shall vote only in the case of a tie, except to pass an ordinance when voting membership of the council is reduced below 5, owing to one or more absences or vacancies or absentations. Neither the mayor nor the mayor pro tem shall have the power of veto. Okay, so I will be voting in Councilman Stevens' part, and also we have Councilman Fitzgerald, who's not here, so, and he's excused. So we'll go ahead and go with the city manager's report.
I'll report this evening for inspection.
No, okay. Okay, any city updates?
No, sir.
None. Public hearings?
Public hearing. Item A is listed, Mayor and City Council. It's part of the street or alley closure process is to have a public hearing. So this evening we do have one to allow the public to speak for the street alley closure application, requesting the street closure on 1010 North Birch Street between Lot 23 Coconut Heights and Lot 230 Coconut Heights. Agents for the parties involved are Mr. John Carpenter and Ms. Carol.
And they're here today, right?
So give the public an opportunity to stand and speak.
Mr. Carpenter.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I am John Carpenter, owner of Carpenter Real Estate, and I'm representing Bealer Coconut, and I live in Ward 5. I appeared before you the previous meeting, explaining that I felt that the comparable sales in comparison to this property were not comparable. Those were properties that have market value, can be built on. These city streets have no market value whatsoever. They're dead property. They're non-income producing property. They're a liability to the city of Alpine. Now for maintenance, they're not getting any revenue for the city of Alpine. And I would like to point out, I'm told that the city has a policy they cannot give property away. These folks are not being given something free. The neighbors next door requested the closure of their street back behind them and beside this property also. The city charged them only for the fees the city council incurred, the appraisal fee and the survey, and the appraisal establishing the value of those properties. And they were deeded to them by the city of Alpine. However, these people and this coconut will be paying consideration for this property. They're not paying, would not be paying an upfront fee, but you're turning a non-taxable piece of property into valuable property to the city of Alpine as a taxable resource. In this case, somewhere in the total of $32,000 a year in taxable revenue, not only to the city, but the school district, the hospital, and the county and the state. The city is not paying any taxes. So they are not being given anything free. That's wrong to say that, because this coconut are the new owners, and all owners from now on will have to pay taxes to all of these entities for perpetuity, for the rest of the existence of this piece of property. And I do ask you to reconsider the value that was placed on it by the appraisal, because it is not comparable in any form or fashion. And I believe that the county set a precedent in years past by accepting only the cost of their, I have a list of it right here, what the administrative fees, the survey costs, and the appraisal fees, and the application they submitted for SPAR to closure of the street. Nothing in that says that they were obligated to pay it, even though I'm sure these property owners will pay it if need be, but they do not feel like it is a just and fair charge, being that they are going to take on the responsibility for maintaining and being taxed on these properties at that value from now on. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'm Carl Fleming, Ward 5. My only question is, how many more of these things are going to come up in the future in that particular area? If there's going to be a bunch more of them that could possibly come up, we better start thinking about how to handle them. Why basis?
Thank you. We'll go ahead and move on to the consent agenda. The minutes, financial reports, department written reports, board appointments. The following items are routine administrative related to the council with information with background support material for each item. And it has been discussed at a previous meeting, all items will be acted upon by one vote without being unless requested by city council members. In which event the item or items will immediately be withdrawn for individual consideration in the normal sequence after the items not required separate discussion have been acted upon. The remaining items will be adopted by one vote. Okay, we have everything. Sir, on the consent agenda. Now we're going to move to item 7, information or discussion items. There are none. Action items to be accompanied by a brief statement of facts, including where funds are coming from, if applicable. To 10 per meeting, citizens are allowed to comment, limit to 3 minutes after being called upon by the mayor. Citizens are required to state their name and ward in which they reside. Priority will be given to citizens of Alpine and those who own business or property in the city. Individuals who do not live in or own business or property in the city of Alpine will be allowed to speak if time is available. Is there anybody who wishes to speak? Seeing none, then we'll go ahead and we'll move to item number 8. And City Manager.
Honorable Mayor and City Council, I have a second reading of ordinance 2017-0504 to close a portion of Bird Street, Coconut Heights Edition, lot 230. Physical address is 1002 North Loop Road, Alpine, Texas, for permanent closure due to encroachment. Just to Kaylee included in the package that we're emailed to you, basically the information that you've been provided previously. Just to address a couple of comments made in the public hearing. Past practice, I certainly predates me as a city manager. If the city opted to make decisions in the past, that certainly is not a guarantee that the city has to act on it in the future. My sense is when I started here as city manager, we were processed on a lot of items. Getting into process has been critical. We have not asked the current owner of the property to remove the encroachment from the street. Simply, this sort of process facilitates an alternate way to resolve the issue. There is another appraiser in the area, Mr. Paul Lackler. Most of you probably either know Paul or are aware of him. He had given a quote that was passed on to the petitioning party as what he would do. It is the cost of delivering an appraisal. I don't believe that was ever acted on in the party. Certainly the valuation, as I explained prior to the first reading, the valuation is not something that I as a city manager can contemplate. I'm not a certified appraiser. We certainly have to have confidence that the state around appraisers and their certifications and their licensing is being upheld. If it's for people to petition around those valuations. To address the other question, comment about how many more do we have in queue, we do. Kaylee is working on 3 more petitions right now for alley street closures across the city. It's a process that is not unique or not new to us. We did work through 2 of those a couple years back. There is a very definitive process that McCaney has provided to us, and we systematically follow that process. That has also been included in your packets previously, what that said, what a multi-step process looks like. With that being said, I think interest of all parties to move forward with the closure and the sale of this asset.
Sure. Do you have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I am going to make a motion that we approve the second reading of the ordinance 2017-05-04 to close a portion for Bird Street in Coconut Heights Edition, lot 230, physical address being 1002 North Loop Road, Alpine, Texas, for permanent closure due to encroachment.
Okay, motion's been made.
I'll second that.
Then there's a second. Any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll elect on it. All those in favor of passing it, this ordinance, raise your right hand. All those opposed, like sign. Motion carries.
So, Mr. Mayor, I abstain, and just for the record, it's not because
Yeah,
it's in Ward 5. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, I'm helping sort out and understand what's going on in Coconut Heights in a number of areas. So at some point, I may be bringing forward a piece of property to city council that currently belongs to the city. So I made a decision to abstain. It's sure it's not complicated.
And that's understood. Thank you. Okay, then let's go forward to item number 9.
Mayor and City Council, item 9 is to discuss and consider approving the amount to close that portion related to the ordinance. Bird Street, Coconut Heights Edition, lot 230, physical address 1002 North Loop Road, Alpine, Texas, for permanent closure due to encroachment. The amounts provided to you in the packet previously from the appraiser had that amount $1,000. And so we ask the council take action to definitively make a declaration on that amount.
Okay, I move to approve the amount of $32,000 to close a portion of Bird Street in Coconut Heights Edition, lot 230. Physical address is 1002 North Big Road, Alpine, Texas, for permanent closure due to.
Is there a second?
And I'll second that.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand. All those opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Thank you all very much. To item number 10, council member comments and answers. And we'll start with our new council member. No, you don't have to. We'll start on the left side.
So I'd like to thank council for coming in for this special meeting, since it was an item to help take care of that over time. So thanks so much for coming together. Thanks for the action on the part of the motion.
This is awesome.
I'm glad I'm here today.
Council member Salas.
I too would like to thank everyone for being here, and taking the time, the rest of the council members, to make this happen on our special meeting. Katie, thank you for all the work you put into this. I really appreciate it. And
Okay. You have anything? Okay. And since she's new, we'll give her time. It takes a little time.
About kind
But I'd like to thank everyone that came in tonight. I know it was all time and whatnot. So I want to thank the council for being here, and of course, council member Michelle's excuse out of the country almost. He's in Detroit. But anyway, I'd like to thank everybody, and let's do a little praying. Maybe we'll get some more rain. Thank you all very much. Available, means the third.
Yeah, I'm not afraid we got. I take so.